I'm 65 years old, and if you're in your 30s or 40s, I just ask that you give me a few minutes of your time, not because I know more than you, but because I've walked a few decades ahead, and I've seen the things I once overlooked when I was your age. When you're young, you think you have time. You postpone the important things, thinking there's always tomorrow. But the cruelest truth in life is this: tomorrow promises nothing to anyone. You don't know when was the last time you hugged your parents. You don't know when was the last time you had the health to jog around the park. You don't know which day will be your last chance to start over. I wasted time on things that didn't matter: arguments, competition, trying to please people who aren't even part of my life anymore. I delayed writing a book, starting a project, saying sorry, saying I love you, and then time passed. Quietly, without warning, it just passed. Looking back now, I understand. Time is the most valuable currency you will ever have. And every day you live without realizing its worth is a day you're burning money, without even knowing it. They say time is gold, but that's not true. Gold can be bought again. Time cannot. Remember this: you can fix almost anything in life, but you can't fix lost time. And then, there's something even more terrifying than wasted time. You still have time, but no longer the strength to live it fully. No one told me when I was young that health doesn't just happen. It's a reward, earned through daily discipline. I used to stay up late, eat poorly, sit for hours with no movement. And I thought, it's fine, I'm young. But health doesn't send you a bill right away. It accumulates, silently. And one day it shows up to collect, with interest. That price might be a surgery, a chronic condition, or simply the energy you no longer have to pursue what you once dreamed of. I once had time and money, but I just wished I had the energy to walk around the lake without back pain. When you have your health, you have a second chance. Without it, every plan becomes fantasy. So if you're in your 30s or 40s, please don't take your health for granted. Sleep well, eat clean, move your body every day. No one can live for you, and no one can feel your pain for you. You're carrying a priceless asset, your body. Don't just fight to earn more time. Make sure you still have the strength to live every hour you're trying so hard to preserve. And then, you realize something even more bitter than losing time. You still have time, but no longer the strength to live it fully. When we're young, we treat health like it's guaranteed. We stay up late, eat carelessly, sit for hours staring at screens, and we laugh it off. It's fine, we're still young. But your body doesn't knock on your door with a warning when you mistreat it. It quietly keeps score. Every rushed meal, every sleepless night, every lazy day without movement, they all add up. And one day, it comes knocking, not to warn you, but to collect what it's owed. And the price? It's high. Maybe it's the insomnia that won't let you rest. Maybe it's waking up and struggling to get out of bed because of the pain in your back. Maybe it's needing medication every morning instead of just a cup of coffee. I once had both time and money, but what I wished for was the energy to simply walk a few laps around the park without gasping for air, to carry my grandchild up a few stairs without feeling like I was going to collapse, to sleep through the night without waking in fear from an irregular heartbeat. Health is the foundation of everything. Without it, you can't work well, you can't love fully, you can't truly live. So if you're in your 30s or 40s, don't wait until your health slips away to finally regret it. Sleep enough, eat clean, move your body daily, get your checkups, listen to what your body is telling you. Don't put health on the someday list, because if you don't make time for your health when you're young, you'll be forced to make time for illness when you're old. And remember, you can't buy back a healthy heart, you can't borrow someone else's liver, and you can't hire someone to live your life for you. Don't just try to hold on to time. Hold on to the ability to fully live every minute of it. Because when your body can no longer carry your dreams, then time, no matter how much of it you have left, becomes meaningless. And once we talk about health, we can't ignore money. One of life's biggest paradoxes is this: when you're young, you have health but no money. When you finally have money, you start losing your health. And by the time you have both, you may not have much time left to enjoy them. I'm not saying you have to become rich. What I want you to understand is this: freedom in life comes mostly from how you use your money, not how much of it you have. When I was younger, I spent money to impress people. I bought things I didn't need with money I hadn't earned, to please people I didn't even care about. I used to believe that a nice car, a luxury watch, or a designer pair of shoes would make me feel successful. But the truth is, those things only made me look successful. They didn't give me peace. They didn't help me sleep well at night. The only thing that did was freedom. The freedom to choose the work I enjoy, the freedom to rest when I need it, the freedom to say no to things that don't align because I'm not trapped by debt or financial stress. But to gain that freedom, you need to learn one thing early. Let your money work for you instead of you always working for money. Whether you make a little or a lot, learn to save, invest, and say no to waste. Don't chase get-rich-quick dreams. Don't spend money to fill emotional voids, because in the end, true wealth isn't about what you own. It's about how you control your money. Start small: a monthly savings habit, an emergency fund, a consistent investment, even if it's just a few dollars or a couple hundred. Time will do the rest if you stay consistent. And if you're in your 30s or 40s, please don't repeat my mistake. Don't wait until you have a lot of money to start learning how to use it well. Start learning while you're still figuring out how to earn it. That's how you turn an ordinary income into an extraordinary life. And when you've learned how to value your time, protect your health, and make your money work for you, there's still one more silent force that shapes 90% of your life's quality. It's the people you choose to live with, love, and let into your world. I've met so many people with money, talent, and successful careers. But when they go home, all they feel is loneliness, exhaustion, and a sense of being trapped. Not because they failed, but because they chose the wrong person to walk through life with. And I say this from personal experience. Your life partner is not just the person who sleeps next to you at night. They are the one who will bring either peace or turmoil to the rest of your life. If you're in love, or thinking about marriage, or still searching, please don't choose out of a fleeting emotion. Don't choose because your family is pressuring you, and never choose just because it's about time. Choose someone you can speak to honestly, not someone who makes you second-guess every word. Choose someone who shares your core values, not just your surface-level interests. Choose someone who's still there when you fail. Someone who doesn't blame, doesn't walk away, and doesn't compare. Because the right partner will stand beside you in the storm, not just walk with you when the sun is shining. And if you're already married, nurture that bond. Learn to love again. Learn to truly listen. Don't let familiarity kill kindness. Don't let the busyness of life make you forget the person who's been walking beside you all along. And it's not just your spouse, but also your friends, your business partners, your colleagues. Surround yourself with people who bring out the best in you. Because if you keep spending time with those who drain you, doubt you, or don't support you, no matter how smart or talented you are, life will feel heavier and harder every single day. But when you're with the right people, even the hard days feel lighter. They won't take the burden away, but they'll remind you why it's worth carrying. And finally, there's one thing I truly hope you realize early in life. You were not born to be a copy of anyone. Not your parents, not your friends, not society's expectations. I once tried to be reasonable in everyone's eyes. I picked a stable job others approved of. I lived by rules I didn't write. I tried to make everyone happy. Until one day I looked in the mirror and I could barely recognize myself in my own life. If you're in your 30s or 40s, please don't fall into that trap. You don't need everyone's approval. You just need the courage to live your truth, to hold on to the values you believe in, even when others think they're strange. Being different isn't a burden, it's a gift, if you're brave enough to make it your signature. There's nothing more heartbreaking than watching a talented person spend their whole life becoming a watered-down version of themselves, just because they were afraid of being judged. It took me many years to realize this. No one is coming to give you permission to be yourself. You have to give yourself that permission. And don't believe the lie that you need to know enough, be good enough, or be ready before you begin. No one ever starts fully ready. I'm 65, and I'm still learning, still making mistakes, still looking back some days and thinking, I wish I had done that sooner, but I don't beat myself up anymore. Because life doesn't ask you to be perfect. It only asks you to be honest and keep moving forward. You have the right to change your mind. You have the right to start over. You have the right to fail and to start again and again and again, as long as you don't abandon yourself along the way. If I could go back to my 30s or 40s, I wouldn't wish to be smarter, richer, or luckier. I would only wish that I had learned these 3 things sooner. First, time never comes back. Every time you delay something that matters, you're letting go of a piece of life you'll never recover. Second, money should work for you, not the other way around. Yes, you can trade time for money for a while, but don't make it your whole life. Money is meant to serve your life, not cost you your life. And third, true freedom doesn't come from status, fame, or a number in your bank account. It comes from within, from the health you protect, the mindset you build, and the bold choices you're brave enough to make. If you're in your 30s or 40s, you still have time. You still have the chance to pivot, to live differently, to choose again, and to look back without regret. Life doesn't wait for those who are perfect. It waits for those who are brave enough to begin today. And if anything in this video made you pause, made you reflect, made you look inward for just a moment, then I've done what I came here to do. Thank you for listening to a 65-year-old speak from his heart. Until we meet again on the path you continue walking, this time with clearer eyes and a fuller heart. But I don't beat myself up anymore, because life doesn't ask you to be perfect. It only asks you to be honest and keep moving forward. You have the right to change your mind. You have the right to start over. You have the right to fail and to start again and again and again, as long as you don't abandon yourself along the way. If I could go back to my 30s or 40s, I wouldn't wish to be smarter, richer, or luckier. I would only wish that I had learned these 3 things sooner. First, time never comes back. Every time you delay something that matters, you're letting go of a piece of life you'll never recover. Second, money should work for you, not the other way around. Yes, you can trade time for money for a while, but don't make it your whole life. Money is meant to serve your life, not cost you your life. And third, true freedom doesn't come from status, fame, or a number in your bank account. It comes from within, from the health you protect, the mindset you build, and the bold choices you're brave enough to make. If you're in your 30s or 40s, you still have time. You still have the chance to pivot, to live differently, to choose again, and to look back without regret. Life doesn't wait for those who are perfect. It waits for those who are brave enough to begin today. And if anything in this video made you pause, made you reflect, made you look inward for just a moment, then I've done what I came here to do. Thank you for listening to a 65-year-old speak from his heart. Until we meet again on the path you continue walking, this time with clearer eyes and a fuller heart.